just want to take an opportunity now to show you a couple of reasons why having a lower leg that is accountable to your hands, and a very important thing to consider in your base of support when you're riding, has to do with the fact that you're really placing your foot in a moving platform. That's whether you're riding gaited horses, western horses, jumpers, or dressage. This has a lot of advantage, but one of the advantages that you need to add to this is the ability to keep that in place, because if you're putting your weight on this and leveraging the rising in the trot, in your up-down motion, your posting motion, instead of your sitting motion, your feet are going to come in this direction when you sit. When you stand, the standing that many people do will be the result of pulling yourself up off the reins. And if you sit and lose control of your lower leg and it shoots forward, you're going to be impacting the shoulder, possibly the elbow, depending on how long your legs are. It'll give the horse a little bit of instability to consider. It'll give you some instability to consider. And it will also make it very difficult to be accountable to your horse if you're trying to educate his neck about the meaning of the rein before you have to make contact with his mouth. So the thing I wanted to show you before I get up today has to do with the misconception many people have, and this includes cowboys too. Cowboys trot 50 miles, they're going to be posting a lot of the way, at least the ones I've met. And this action that I'm going to show you right here is what leads to trouble. Okay, this action, which is what people think posting is, the bending of the ankle. When you bend the ankle, that really means that you're putting your weight in your foot instead of using your gravity really to sort of flow around the horse. You want to be riding around that animal with your legs around the ribs, over the back, around the ribs, and your weight settling here instead of intermittently smashing on this. If you lose control of the lower leg, your butt is going to hit here. Then you pull here with your reins a little bit to stand up, your leg is going to take this swinging action. These are things to consider on young horses, certainly on troubled horses, and on any horse that you'd like to improve the accuracy of the footfall and the posture that he assumes when you're going straight, left, right, or through any maneuver. So what I'd like to show you instead is that the position while I'm standing would be, I've mentioned it in a couple of posts and it's been discussed a good deal this last week. If you can open a hip joint and a knee joint, you open and close that hip and knee joint, you're going to let the horse do the work because his hips are going in a 2-beat stride on the diagonals. We've discussed those. Your left diagonal would involve that leg there and the right hind. Your right diagonal will involve the right front and your left hind. These are going to be picking up and putting down and picking up and putting down in a symmetry, in a cadence that has a rhythm of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. As you pick up a trotting stride instead of bouncing on each stride, the purpose is to skip a beat with your body. So you're going to let these hips push you, which they will at the sitting trot. You're going to go boom, 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 boom like this. And then when you pick one pair of legs to travel with, you open the knee joint, open your hip joint, and let the hips push you up. The minute you start this business, you're going to be out of the saddle like that. I would much prefer to see this, because at that point you're actually with the horse and your lower leg is still. So just let him do the pushing. You just release your weight and then use your belly and your thighs to catch your weight in the back of your leg. You use your belly to slow and to control the way you land. Okay, so if you're just on these moving stirrups, as I pointed out, you're going to be here on the sit, nice and hard, and here on the stand, here on the sit, here on the stand, or variations along those lines. So let's see if I can do it.